What's up guys, Matt back again with another unboxing video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Clearise Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. This figure is based on Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super. I'm not sure if this figure has any reference. If you can find one, please let me know down in the comment section. This is a Clearise release, which are Banpresto Crane figures of translucent finished characters. This figure sells for an average price of $19 US on the market. If you're interested in buying the figure for cheap, then use my discount code Peaches24 at bashmancollectibles.com to get 10% off of your first order and 5% off of every future order afterwards. This figure was released on June 23rd, 2022. Goku Black stands at about 8 inches tall, weighs 14.3 ounces in box, weighs 9.4 ounces on his own, and the figure comes with his head, body, and support. Goku Black, he's back, and he's black. Anyways, Goku Black is a super cool character. It was an easy choice for Clearise to do this. This was one of the earlier, relatively earlier Clearise releases. So let's just dive into this boy. We know who Goku Black is. We know how cool he is. He is my favorite villain in Dragon Ball Super, so I would love to see more figures of him. In fact, Bandai decided, hey, we're going to make a base form Goku Black later on in 2024, and I think they're going to re-release this figure alongside it, which is interesting. So unless they're deciding to do a brand new one, so we'll see when they reveal that, and we'll talk about it here on the channel. Subscribe. But yeah, character choice is cool. Super Saiyan Rose is a very unique form. I think it lends itself very well to the Clearise line, and Goku Black is just awesome. So as a character choice, I think that's a 5 out of 5 for sure. His likeness is really, really good, man. I like the way that they did his eyes. Very evil looking with the bold, his gray eyes looking at you. The anime lines above his eyes and under his eyes, very well done. They even added some wrinkles on his smirk so that you can see his smile really well. The only issue with this, and I don't know if it's just my figure or if it's just an issue across all Clearise Goku Black figures, but they put way too much black for the bolding in his teeth. You know, I know he's Goku Black, but that's too much black. Never mind. But yeah, he looks good in the face. I like that it captures the evil and maliciousness behind him. He's very sinister, but just way too much application of black. It looks like, he ate a bunch of molasses or something. I don't know what would stain your teeth like that, but yeah, it's a little too much, and it just ends up making it look a bit off. And he does look better from certain angles than others, so I'm gonna give his likeness a 4 out of 5. It's near perfect. I really do like it. Just a couple areas that it could have been done better. Sculpt quality is actually very good. I like the details around this whole thing. At first, I was a little bothered with his hair sculpt. It almost looked like it was kind of almost a helmet around his head, which I guess does kind of look like that from certain angles, but over time, the more I looked at it and thought about it, he did look a little bit better. I like that his gi is being blown away from some evil wind to make him look extra evil. You can see things like his ring in his hand. His hair is sculpted pretty nicely. I think really at the end of it, my biggest issue is that hair sculpt. It just, something about it is not completely right. They always do this thing where there's 2 strands sticking out of Goku Black's hair, and I think they should have went a little bit further back with it rather than where they positioned it, because I know what they're trying to do. He's looking down at you, and I think they didn't position his hair as well as they could have, and he's almost got a 5 head. It looks like his hairline is receding a little bit, so I just wish they did a little bit better there. So I'm going to give the sculpt quality a 4 out of 5. Otherwise, spectacular job. Paint and shading is actually pretty awesome. This is probably the best Clearise effect I've seen in this whole line. Most Clearise figures, you put them in the light, barely any part of the figure lights up. It's a novelty, and they don't really take advantage of it, except here. Like, Goku Black's entire body becomes translucent, and the way that they, made the figure out, it's almost like he has shading built into the figure already because of the plastics and the translucence that they chose to use. So when you do put him in the light, his hair, his body, everything lights up besides like his face and his hands, which that's what you should be doing, Bandai. If you're going to continue Clearise and you want this to be the novelty, you got to do more stuff like this because it looks awesome on this figure. At the end of the day, I think they could have done a little bit better and maybe add shading and actual shading in other areas, but I do really like what they did here, so I'm going to give paint and shading a 5 out of 5. I was very impressed with how they actually went about in doing the light up effect for this thing, and the colors that they chose just pops out so well. Size and scale is also very good. This might have been when Clearise started making their figures bigger. I don't know if it was with Gohan or with this figure, but very good size, being at 8 inches. He's not going to scale with Ichiban Kuji. He's not going to scale with earlier Clearise figures, and some weird ones like the Super Saiyan Goku that just came out is small. But yeah, but he's a decent size. I really like him. The scalability is up to interpretation, but I really like it. So I'm going to give size and scale a 4 out of 5. But yeah, dude, Goku Black just brought the thunder, man. I think that this is a shining example of the Clearise line. This might be my favorite Clearise figure. I'm going to think about it for a while because I really do like the Super Saiyan Goku, even though he's small. And we'll do a tier list for all the Clearise figures down the line. But for now, I'm going to walk away and give this boy a 4 out of 5. Thank you all again for watching today's video. But before we move on to the upcoming giveaways this month, I'd like to mention my new merch that's launched. We've got shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more. If you want to support me a bit further and rock some of the merch on the channel, please check out the shop tab on my channel. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.